6 people have been confirmed rescued from that vessel that capsized here in Port Fourchon, but we do have another bit of information that is new. According to a source with the ports, they told us late yesterday afternoon they saw 3 people clinging to the capsized vessel. They were able to see them and talk to them, but they weren't able to make it to them. They are waiting until the weather conditions do calm down because it was just too rough to make it over there safely. So we're waiting to hear if their mission was successful overnight. And now we're also getting conflicting reports about how many crew members total were on board. One report that we have seen is 18 crew members were on board, but according to the Lafourche Parish Sheriff's Office, they have reports that 19 crew members were on board. So we're looking at somewhere between 12 to 13 people still missing and unaccounted for. We did speak with one of the main crane operators' fiancés, who says that she has not heard anything about if her fiance is still alive or if he is still missing. The only thing that she has heard is that there was an incident on the vessel and they're working on it, but no details are being released of names that have been rescued. This happened about 8 miles off the shore of Port Fourchon in the Gulf of Mexico, where the Seacor lifting vessel that usually works on rigs, it capsized around 4:30 Tuesday afternoon. Releasing dramatic photos of the rescue efforts, the Coast Guard rescued 2 people from the 128-foot commercial lift vessel, and nearby Good Samaritans saved 4 others. Arriving on scene quickly, EMS and first responders quickly jumped into action, but no word yet on the survivors' conditions. Tuesday's storms along the coast were said to have hurricane-like wind gusts of 100 miles per hour, and the Coast Guard's searching still continues overnight, and many families are waiting nearby to find out if their loved ones were one of the crew members that was rescued. We're still waiting to hear more about the 12 that are still unaccounted for and if it was 12 or 13. And we know that those rescue missions are going to be tricky. As Scott just mentioned, we are expecting more storms to roll in off of the coast in the next couple of hours and days. We'll keep you updated as we get more information. I'm Peyton Locistro reporting live from Port Fourchon, WGNO News.
All right, Peyton, thanks for the updates, and we will check back in with you a little bit later.
Fortunately, no, Tamika and Seth. The search and rescue crews have not been able to make it there because the conditions have been too dangerous, so it's unknown if there are still crew members stuck inside that capsized vessel. But search and rescue teams have canvassed 1,440 square miles trying to see if they can find any survivors, and that is the size of Rhode Island, if not larger. And when the vessel capsized, it capsized 8 miles offshore, and there was 19 people on board. So far, 6 have been confirmed rescued, 1 confirmed dead, and 12 are still missing. And according to the U.S. Coast Guard Captain Will Watson, the 6 rescued were all found in the water within the vicinity of the vessel. This morning, the search is ongoing, and as for when the Coast Guard will call off the search, ABC's Elwin Lopez asked Captain Watson that question, and his answer is giving the families something to hold on to. Good morning. Well, we know that the family members of the missing crew members have been called here to the fire station in Port Fourchon for a private meeting with Seacor. That meeting is supposed to start right now. They said it was going to start at 12, and we're waiting to get word from inside on if Seacor has any news about those 12 unaccounted for crew members. And we're also hoping to have information about the search and rescue mission that they took place this morning. We know that divers were supposed to be heading out to the capsized vessel earlier this morning. They were set to leave at 5:30, and we're waiting to hear if their mission was successful. We're hoping to get word on that as well, and we're waiting to hear from the Coast Guard with an update. As of right now, we know that they have 6 confirmed rescued, 1 dead, and 12 members are still missing. We're waiting to hear if today's rescue missions were successful. We'll keep you updated. You can see that this parking lot is completely full with family members, all hopeful that they're going to get some sort of news, confirmation, or anything about their loved ones who they haven't heard from in more than 24 hours. So we'll keep you updated. The best thing to do is stick with us on WGNO.com, and that is going to be the best way to get your information. I'm reporting live from Port Fourchon, Peyton Locistro, WGNO News.
All right, thanks, Peyton. And as always, you can get the latest tonight on WGNO News at 5, 6, and 10 p.m.
Well, the divers should be on their way to the site again this morning, and there's a team of 8 divers total who will be taking turns diving and searching around the vessel. We're on day 3 of search and rescue mode, so it's been more than 60 hours since the Seacor lifting vessel capsized in the Gulf of Mexico. And with every hour passing by, the families are growing more anxious, but they are trying to hold on to hope that they're going to find the 12 missing crew members alive. Yesterday they were called here to the fire station in Port Fourchon for a private meeting with Seacor, the owner of the company, and with the Coast Guard. The family was told that the vessel is stable, it is not moving or sinking, and sometime on Thursday, divers were able to reach the vessel, knock on it, but sadly they heard no reply. The Coast Guard is promising the family that their efforts are continuing and they're planning to get inside the vessel. Once they do, they think they will take 3 to 4 days to sweep the entire area because there's so many rooms inside. To give you an idea of how severe the storm was on Tuesday when the vessel capsized, a nearby shrimp boat was caught in that same storm. Take a look at what they were dealing with.
We're down in the boat. We're about to lose the boat. I think we're going to roll. We in a bunch of water spouts. It ain't looking good. I love you, Mom. I need you to put down on the phone right now. Very important. Put that thing in the corner, dog.
The shrimp boat you're watching is stuck inside water spouts, and it's rolling and rocking with waves pounding them at every angle. And you can hear the fear in the captain and crew members' voices as they rush to get life jackets and call their loved ones frantically. Now, luckily, everyone on that boat was okay. And this morning, as the search continues, the numbers remain the same. There's 6 confirmed rescued, 1 confirmed dead, and 12 still missing. And yesterday, we did get word from the Coast Guard that they were able to use on Tuesday evening thermal imaging to possibly detect 2 people trapped inside the vessel, but they are still evaluating what they saw, and we're hoping to have new details coming to you guys very soon. I'm reporting live from Port Fourchon, Peyton Locicero, WGNO News. Well, as missions continue this morning, search and rescue crews are still looking for a total of 8 crew members that are not located yet. Divers are expected to get back onto the vessel this morning, but as families are standing by, they're hoping to hear something promising, but many of them feel like they only have more questions now and not enough answers. After speaking with family of the missing crew, they have confirmed that another body was found over the weekend, but it was so badly decomposed it cannot be identified. So that puts the numbers at this time to 6 rescued, 5 dead, and 8 still unaccounted for. Friday afternoon, 1 person was retrieved from the water 33 miles from the scene. He was identified as Ernest Williams. Later that night, 2 people from the vessel were retrieved but not alive. Arlena Sadler is the sister of missing crew member Gregory Walcott. She tells WGNO that the family is frustrated not knowing what happened and says no one will give them the reality of the situation, but she is still hopeful.
He knows that we love him. We don't have to tell him that. We're hoping that he come home to us. We're hoping for anything.
The Lafourche Coroner's Office is confirming that the 4 identified dead are 63-year-old Captain David Leday, 69-year-old Ernest Williams, 53-year-old Anthony Hartford, and 55-year-old James Wallingsford. And the 1 unidentified body is being confirmed by a family member. With calmer conditions in the forecast, the family is hoping that divers will have better success today and will surface with more answers. The Coast Guard and the National Transportation Safety Board and Seacor will brief the media later today at 1 p.m. So we will have updates and have more answers for the families hopefully later today. I'm Peyton Locicero reporting live from Port Fourchon, WGNO News.
Yeah, more answers hopefully. Thank you so much, Peyton.
As of sundown last night, the Coast Guard search is over. But speaking for the first time publicly, Seacor's president John Gellert says that the company will continue to privately contract divers for their own search efforts. The U.S. Coast Guard is shifting their focus and will now turn the investigation over to the National Transportation Safety Board. They're going to focus on the hows and the whys. The core of the NTSB's investigation will center around 3 main things. The first on the people involved, the second on the vessel's condition and the equipment, and the third on the weather on the day that the vessel and crew went down. Seacor officials are saying that they did everything they could in this situation, but some of the families, they disagree. They feel that Seacor could have done more.
We have response plans for events such as this that are vetted annually and identified contractors. Don John Smith was the named responder in our response plan that was immediately activated. Don John Smith had divers on scene within 4 hours of the incident and have continued to increase that presence as needed and as the weather has allowed. We feel we have done everything in our power and all the resources available to continue the response.
Coast Guard Captain Will Watson says the investigation into the capsize could take between 1 to 2 years to complete, and the NTSB is asking for eyewitnesses' help in the investigation. So if you were out the same day in that same storm that caused this devastation, they're asking that you go ahead and submit that information, or if you previously worked on the vessel, you can contact them. And you can go to WGNO.com to find out how to submit that information. We'll have more coming up soon. In the studio, I'm Peyton Lo Cicero.